3 new cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed in Kimball County, and state health officials are recommending all Kimball County residents take steps to monitor themselves for symptoms and reduce exposure for others. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the number of confirmed coronavirus cases in Kimball County doubled yesterday, going from 3 to 6. And Panhandle Public Health District Director Kim Engel says that the potential for exposure to the virus is so great that anybody is at risk in that county.
With further guidance from Nebraska state epidemiologists, the recommendation is that everyone in Kimball County check their temperature twice a day and monitor for sore throat, cough, shortness of breath, and if possible, self-quarantine. What we found in our investigation is that the potential for exposure is so great that nearly anybody is at risk in that county.
Thursday's new case numbers include a woman in her 40s and 2 men in their 60s. Engel confirmed that one of the positive cases involved a staff member in the Kimball County Health Services Administration in a building separate from the hospital, so direct patient care is not involved in that positive case. PPHD released this list of possible exposure locations with dates and times. So if you've been to Good Times at Chute Number 7, Nebraska Coffee, Kimball Main Street Market, Vince's Corner, Beer and Loathing, or Dollar General in Kimball during those dates and times, you are asked to call your healthcare provider. If you are not showing any symptoms, you'll likely be asked to quarantine for 14 days. And if you are symptomatic, once again, call your healthcare provider to determine the proper course of action. And across the border in Wyoming, Goshen County public health officials were notified of the second positive case of COVID-19 this morning. The Wyoming Department of Health is investigating this case, and high-risk contacts will be notified, and the patient is currently not hospitalized. Local agencies will continue to provide community education about mitigation efforts, such as social distancing. And then evidence from other affected cities and counties clearly shows that areas that initiated mitigation measures prior to widespread community transmission are significantly better able to address their community's needs. Well, Nebraska saw another record-setting surge in unemployment claims last week as the new coronavirus forced more businesses to close and lay off workers. The U.S. Department of Labor says Nebraska officials received more than 24,500 unemployment claims during the week that ended on March 29th. Labor Commissioner John Albin says they've been forced to hold off on making payments to self-employed individuals because funding will come through federal guidelines from the CARES Act.
The commissioner has more than doubled his staff working on adjudicating the claims. He's getting volunteers from other agencies to be able to help out with this. So we are looking ways to expand that capacity. I think, as you said, Connecticut was hoping to pay in 40 days.
Yes.
And we're still shooting to get to the 21 days, 21 to 28 days. So I certainly appreciate families are looking for that, and we're working on what we can do to do this, but it is a process that we have to comply with the federal government guidelines as well.
Nebraska now has had about 40,000 jobless claims in the last 2 weeks, which is about as many as it normally gets in an entire year. And this morning, Scotts Bluff and Gering Public Schools released a joint statement regarding graduation ceremonies for the class of 2020. As it stands now, both districts are tentatively looking at a June 21st graduation date, with Gering's to be held at Five Rocks Amphitheater and Scottsbluff's at Bearcat Stadium. Now, if public gatherings are still limited to 10 people or less, Gering would then push theirs back to July 18th and Scottsbluff's to July 25th. Well, coming up after the break, some really nice temperatures in our weekend forecast. Bill Boyer breaks it all down right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community. Investing in entrepreneurship. Making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, across the region, we're going to be dealing with clear to partly cloudy skies. Nothing major going on. Those temps only down into the 20s. I say only because, man, was it a cold start to the day today. Turning warmer tomorrow, though. We're going to have mild conditions, really, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. By the end of next week, late next week, we'll have a system arrive. All in all, though, a pretty typical spring pattern here coming across the area with above normal temperatures. Notice that normal high 57, 26 was all we got to. We were at 8 degrees before midnight. We dropped even colder than that. I'll show you that here in just a moment. 0.03 of an inch of moisture officially at the airport yesterday from that little bit of snow that we had. Look at these cold temperatures this morning. These are certainly chilly. 10 below zero this morning in Chadron. That is certainly cold there. 8 above in Cheyenne, 3 in Scottsbluff, 1 in Torrington, 2 in Kimball. It was 5 below zero in Alliance, 8 above up in Valentine. Looking downright warm down here at 10 above zero in Ogallala. So certainly very cold conditions here across the region. Let's take a look at current temps, and they're moderating a little bit. We have 30s out here in the mountains of Wyoming. 40s out here in the plains of Nebraska, low 40s. Hastings, 40 degrees in Norfolk, only 29 up in Watertown. As we take a look here in the region, you can see mostly low 40s pretty much for all of us. 38 in Gordon, a little cooler. Also in Lusk at 38, 35 down in Cheyenne. Winds are fairly light, that's the good news, but still up to 10 to 12 miles an hour, dropping those wind chills down into the mid-30s, low to mid-30s for all of us. 25 right now for a wind chill in Cheyenne. Nothing doing out here weather-wise, just a couple of clouds. That's about it. We'll call it partly cloudy overnight. Temperature's not going to be nearly as cold as this morning. We're not in the single digits or even the teens range for the most part, and certainly not below zero. We're going to be in the 20s all across the area tonight. Then for tomorrow, we start off warmer, so we're going to end the afternoon much warmer here across the region. Abundant sunshine. Just a cloud or two here or there. That's about it. It'll end up being a very sunny, mostly sunny day here across western Nebraska and southeastern portions of Wyoming. And temps are going to rebound nicely well into the upper 50s and a couple of low 60s sneaking on the map out there. 55 in Mullen, 54 in Lusk, 57 in Kimball, 58 tomorrow in Oshkosh. All in all, a pretty nice looking forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold. Lows down to 25. 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. Same situation tomorrow. Mostly sunny, much warmer, 61 your high, and we're not done. We're warming up even nicer than that. Take a look at Sunday near 70. Monday, maybe the pick of the week at 75. About 70 again on Tuesday, even Wednesday in the upper 60s. Then late Thursday and into Friday, we bring a system in that might get us some showers and drop temps back into the 50s, but we certainly don't see those 20s coming. Although late Saturday into Sunday, maybe a reinforcing shot of some cooler air, we might have another chance of snow, but that's later on outside the 7-day forecast. Most of this 7 days looking pretty nice and weather that we can handle here and break into some spring-like temperatures.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payments. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff, your volume discount dealer.
At Renewal by Anderson, we know this coronavirus is scary, but we also know that America is the greatest country on earth, and we will stand together to defeat it. We want to ensure the safety of our customers, team members, and their families. We're taking every precaution with the strictest sanitary measures. Field employees are checking their temperatures regularly and using all safety precautions. Your home has never been more critical. Let our team at Renewal by Anderson improve it with the best windows and doors anywhere. Renewal by Anderson, we're here for you during this tough time and beyond.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Welcome back. The Scotts Bluff County Sheriff's Department announced this week that they have received a grant from the Nebraska Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office. Chief Deputy Troy Brown says the funds will be used to purchase a new in-car camera system for one of the Sheriff Department's patrol vehicles. Highway Safety Office Administrator Mark Segerstrom says this $3,500 grant will ensure that law enforcement can continue to serve their essential role in our community and make sure they are properly equipped to do their jobs. Well, from the Sheriff's Office to the Gering Police Department, as officers this week arrested a 54-year-old Gering man who was facing 2 felony charges stemming from a Tuesday night disturbance that occurred at a residence on L Street. Police say that Alejandra Gauna pounded on his neighbor's door, and when the homeowner opened the door, he began swinging a knife towards him. Gauna was arrested on charges of use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony and terroristic threats. He is scheduled to be back in court on April 8th for his preliminary hearing. Well, the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission has announced that they will prohibit overnight camping in parks, state recreation areas, and wildlife management areas starting on Monday in an effort to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. These areas will remain open during the day so guests can enjoy fishing, hiking, and wildlife viewing, but guests are asked to practice 6 feet of physical distancing as well. The overnight camping rules will be in effect until at least May 8th and could be extended if merited. And officials say hunters have killed 7 mountain lion in the Nebraska Panhandle's Pine Ridge area. They took the limit of 3 males and 1 female in the area's sub-unit ending on February 5th, but hunters needed an extended season in the north sub-unit to take 2 males and 1 female. That season ended on Tuesday. Before the hunt, the Pine Ridge area was home to an estimated 59 mountain lions. Officials say the current number is unclear because even though 7 were killed, others likely were born or have moved into the area. Well, coming up after the break, Alex and Rebel will be in with the week that was in Ag News. Your Friday 5 is coming up right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Small business feels anything but small. That's why there's First National Bank Small Business Free Checking, so you can focus on what matters most.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Blue Jackets, Distinguished UNL Alumni, Nebraska Day, and more. Hello and welcome to Friday 5, which is presented by the Nebraska Corn Board. Starting off our countdown at number 5, when you're practicing social distancing, it can be really challenging to stay creative. But one FFA member is making the most out of this situation. Sam L. Smith is a member of the Montgomery County FFA chapter in Kentucky, and he's also a Christian country recording artist. His most recent track is dedicated to the FFA. It's titled Blue Jackets. Here's a sneak preview of that tune.
He's got brothers and sisters all across this land, wearing them old blue jackets. This country's in their hands.
You can listen to all of Sam's music on iTunes or Spotify. Just search for Sam L. Smith. Number 4 this week, this Sunday is National Nebraska Day. Nebraska was the 37th state to enter the Union, and it's the only state in the nation with a unicameral legislature. Nebraska is also the birthplace of the Reuben sandwich, Kool-Aid, and is home to more miles of river than any other state. You can still celebrate Nebraska even though you're at home by popping some Nebraska-raised popcorn, buying a gift card from a local business, and reaching out to your Nebraska friends and neighbors. Number 3 this week, the Department of Animal Science at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln will present 4 awards of distinction at the Animal Science Alumni and Friends Reunion on October 3rd, 2020. The awards recognize the accomplishments of undergraduate and graduate alumni and individuals' contributions made to the department through their commitment to the industry. Award recipients include Trey Kellner, Jeremy Martin, Kenneth Eng, and Deborah V. To learn more about these individuals, visit ruralradio.com. Number 2 on the countdown, USDA released its annual planting intentions and quarterly March 1 grain stocks report back on Tuesday. USDA expects farmers to plant 97 million acres to corn, above the range of pre-report expectations. Soybean acreage is estimated as 83.5 million acres. That's toward the lower end of pre-report expectations. All wheat acreage is estimated at 44.7 million acres, 1% below last year's levels and the lowest since record-keeping began in 1919. And finally, number 1 this week, Dean Foods announced on Tuesday that Dairy Farmers of America is the winning bidder to acquire a substantial portion of Dean's food business operations. DFA will acquire the assets, rights, and properties relating to 44 of the company's facilities for $433 million. In addition, Dean Foods has designated Prairie Farms Dairy as the winner of assets, rights, and properties relating to 8 additional facilities and 2 distribution branches. That'll do it for this week's edition of Friday 5, which is brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board. Have a great weekend.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
Why do I have First National Bank's free checking? For all the things that could happen. Like the fact that they automatically forgive 1 overdraft fee every year, and they won't charge a fee if I accidentally overdraw my account. Up to $20. Best of all, if I use another bank's ATM, my bank won't charge me a fee. When things don't go as planned, it's nice to feel protected. Switch today.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scotts Bluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scotts Bluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, the City of Gering has rejected a settlement offer from Scotts Bluff County over Allo Communications franchise fees paid in error to the county instead of the city. On a unanimous 7-0 vote on Tuesday, the Gering City Council decided to join the City of Scottsbluff in rebuffing the county's offer. Gering City Attorney Jim Ellison says that the parties are really just in the initial phases of the process.
There was just one offer that has been made. That offer has now been rejected, so it'll be back in the Scottsbluff County's court to determine how they want to go from there and how to respond. And we'll continue to talk, again, through the attorneys to try to negotiate as best we can for the good of the whole community.
From 2011 through 2018, about $413,000 in fees were sent to the county that should have been paid to the cities of Scottsbluff, Gering, and Terrytown. More than $318,000 should have been sent to Scottsbluff, $95,000 to Gering, and $67 to Terrytown. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. We'll see you back here on Monday.